ago to do a talk about post-industrial music. And I'd done one for David's Casters Club a couple of years ago on The Big House, which is a Toby house at 33 Round Hill Crescent. So instead I decided to make a film, and the film ended up being sort of like a landscape homage to post-industrial music, then homing into Coil, and I found out through Levi Oliver's exhibition at No Hawkers Gallery that John used to live in Montpellier Crescent Hove and then stand in the house as well, allegedly. I'm not sure if that's true, but the story is good nonetheless. So I went to these spaces and visited, and Levi Oliver gave me his letters from John, and I digitized them and thought who could read them apart from Lee. So I made an AI voice of John Balance and felt close to him through that. It's slightly true, but slightly janky in itself as well, so it's not like 100% there, but yeah, and I went to West Supermare with my co-producer, Megan Walker, as well, and shot there as well, so it became a sort of either Jag film or love letter to the spaces that John occupied in some way, and yeah, with a lot of good music from Black Lodge, Ghost Law of Britain, Coil, of course, and from D&Z too, so that's how the film came about.
Excellent.
Woo!
Pilgrimage.
Yeah, I would actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pilgrimage, and like I think one thing I thought about in terms of this music scene is how like a lot of pilgrimages have happened, whether it's like, we dare not mention him, but Jen outside Brian Jones's grave, or David Tibet, there's a photo of him at someone else's grave as well. So I mean, like a lot of this scene is based around pilgrimages.
M.R. James.
M.R. James, thank you. Yeah, and like Ley Lines, and where Alistair Crowley was based as well. Obviously, he was cremated in Black Woodvale Crematorium, not far from here. So yeah, it's about finding those spots, and like everything in that film means something. Every space has a relevance to that band's history, or the wider scene as well. So it was important for me to go there and to visit them and to document them in some way.
Excellent, yeah. I mean, I think that's one of the things as a kind of really nerdy train spotter boy that is quintessential to this whole scene, is the thing of following what I think Grail Marcus called lipstick traces, you know, that trading of precious anecdotes. It's very easy now to Google stuff and everything's on Wikipedia, but in those days it was like, you know, you'd have tiny little anecdotes about Austin Osman Spare or Crowley or Harry Crosby, or, I mean, anybody who's remotely interested in Current 93 and David Tibet. Brighton, with Dean Hall, home of Eric Count Stenbock, the place he fucking died because he had an apoplectic fit because he thought that his son, Le Petit Comte, which was a doll that he was paying a corrupt Jesuit to teach, was being led astray. Go there.
Also, can I say that, like, when I went to Matthew's talk a few weeks ago at the space he just said, the Victor Wood Museum, he mentioned going to the Coil house and seeing this tree and kind of falling into it and feeling his roots going down into the ground. And I went to the Chiswick House, Threshold House, in 18 Beverley Road. 14 Beverley Road. And I managed to go into the house. Someone invited me in and actually shot from the same window that Matthew would have seen it in. So that is a pilgrimage in itself. And that was important to me, and it's now owned by a very famous comedian, but I can't say who it is.
Thank you for the photo, I did see it.
You're welcome.
So, chaps, I think we need to wrap up because we've reached our time. Thank you so much. Something happened tonight. So, right in the middle of Coum Flakes' performance, this has never happened before in the Spiegeltent complex. The entire roof of the Bosco Theatre blew off, and they're trying to find it. And I think you guys are responsible. So congratulations. So I want to make sure that we don't miss out Luciana Hale for doing the fantastic visuals for the Coum Flakes performance. Can we put our hands together again for everyone who's contributed? Matthew, Mike, Foxtrot and Coum Flakes. We really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've enjoyed tonight and you're interested in the Odditorium events, the last Odditorium event is tomorrow night in the Bosco, might be open air, and that's a show called The Haunted Moustache, and it's an occult facial hair themed coming of age monologue, and I highly recommend it, but then I would because I'm doing it. So thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you again to the performers. We've had a brilliant evening. See you all again soon.